why we hold on, and how to move forward. There is something strange about memories. The happiest ones often make us cry, not because they were sad, but because we can never live them exactly the same way again. Think about it. Somewhere in your life, there was a day that quietly became the last day of your childhood. No one announced it, no music played, no final chapter appeared on the screen. It was just another ordinary afternoon. And then life kept moving. Can you remember the last time you ran outside just because your friends knocked on your door? No texts, no notifications, just laughter echoing down the street. Hours disappeared without anyone checking the time. You didn't know it then, but one ordinary evening became the last. Maybe you remember family dinners. Everyone gathered around the same table. Someone was telling the same story for the 100th time. Someone else laughed before the punchline. At the time, it felt completely ordinary. Today, you would give almost anything to hear that laughter one more time. Our minds are curious. They don't hold on to expensive gifts or perfect grades. They remember the smell of fresh bread in the kitchen, the sound of rain against your childhood window, the feeling of falling asleep during a long car ride while someone else carried every responsibility. Those tiny moments quietly become the treasures we search for years later. Close your eyes for a moment. Can you remember your childhood bedroom? The posters on the wall, the toys you thought you'd keep forever, the window you looked through on rainy afternoons. One day, you walked out of that room for the last time as a child. You never knew it. Life rarely tells us when something is ending. It simply lets ordinary days become extraordinary memories. Perhaps you've drifted away from someone you once couldn't imagine losing, a best friend, a neighbor, a cousin. There wasn't a fight, no dramatic goodbye, just fewer conversations, fewer visits. Until one day, you realized years had passed. Sometimes the saddest endings aren't loud, they're silent. Maybe your happiest memory isn't a birthday or a vacation. Maybe it's something much smaller, helping your grandmother bake cookies, watching cartoons on a Saturday morning, riding your bicycle until the streetlights came on, hearing your parents call you inside for dinner. At the time, you couldn't wait to grow up. Now, you sometimes wish you could visit those ordinary moments one last